All right. MYNZ. Hmm. ENA. That's weird. I want the best of the best of the best. I think I already did that, but just in case I didn't, let's go ahead and put that in there. Cold and cold and subtle. Do 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 do. Every day's a new day. Let's see what today brings. Do 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 do. All right. So we got a little bit of a watch list up here. Well, we got some that popped up on the scanner: NYNZ, LGVN, IMMX, and CNTB. So I was looking at IMMX. It's really questionable. I don't know what it wants to do, but it does have this nice uptrend. If we look over here on these charts, it's just been hitting a bottom, trending up, trending up, trending up, and testing that upward trend line. So I will be watching that one. On the daily chart, it has also made higher highs on the daily chart, so definitely interested in that one. The other one was MYNZ. Very small range here. I really don't trust it. Don't like the daily chart. Good morning, Danielle. Don't like the daily chart on MYNZ. These are very small sporadic movements that it's had, but it did jump up almost $9. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a little bit of sell-off. It's almost at 100%. Probably struggle up here a little bit at the open. The other one I was looking at was LGVN, popped up here for a little bit this morning. LGVN was at the 12 yesterday, closed around that 12-11 area, and then opened up at 13. So it really didn't pop up that much. But let's also look at the news on these. MYNZ. The news, let's see, what is your news? Okay, so Maine's Biomed acquires exclusive rights to novel mRNA biomarkers. Okay, so that's cool and everything, but we'll have to see the reaction of the people because it's already giving back profits. It was at $21. It's already broke down to 20. So we'll have to see what it wants to do on the daily chart over here. I mean, it's already above this level here. 1786 was the last level. So it's open skies, but we'll see how that holds up. I'm pretty sure it'll pull back a good little bit today. Let's look at LGVN as well. Pre-market high of 15 bucks. So yeah, it's kind of still in this struggle range. If it can start trending up on a daily, maybe I'll trade it. But IMMX again is the one that I was really interested in today, and it's coming back up right now, going towards that trend. So yeah, gave a little dip down there. IMMX. I'm gonna wait. Has a few minutes to the open. Want to confirm that if it does dip, it needs to stay above this bottom trend line 614. It's $1 away from it, but it's looking like it's trying to go and break out here. It looks good across the board, but I'm gonna wait until the open. See what holds up. All right, MYNZ just giving back all of its profits. It has the 16 down here. Probably break that down easy. So we will see. Right now, all the charts look good on IMMX, but this is very low volume candles. Almost 100,000 shares traded on this one. Not even close to what we see at the open, 1,000,000 shares, something like that. But these are the ones that I was watching from the other weeks. Not really getting any kind of volume or anything, not competing. Rarely was the mover on yesterday. But again, it's just kind of going down today, giving back those profits. I mean, it was on an uptrend, but I don't know how well it can continue to hold that uptrend on rally. On an uptrend, and it just has completely flattened out here. But it is fighting a nice little downtrend. Let me get rid of that. Man, if IMMX can look really, really good today, it's pulling back quite a bit. I love to see this open, go red, hold above that 609, and then bounce back up through that trend line. That would be amazing. So MYNZ diving on down there, giving back those profits. And it's a slower mover too. It's not a huge range in here. It's like a 1 cent range on an $18 stock, which we'll have to see how that opens up. Let's look at the volume down here. 400,000 shares is the biggest that it got at the beginning of pre-market, and then from there just a fade off, lower and lower volume. So not really worried about that one. LGVN also had big volume up here at the beginning of pre-market and then just faded. So we want to see something get that volume and continue. So IMMX, on the other hand, beginning of pre-market had very low volume and then is kind of building up. We'll have to see what it wants to do, but as long as it holds up that range down here, I am going to be looking for entries. It's been holding this little uptrend up too long. Other than those three, that's all I can see on the morning. MYNZ coming down here. Will it break down the $18 level? That's looking like the spot that it's trying to break. Came down there once, bounced, came down there twice. What kind of bounces is it going to give? And will it even be high enough to break back over the 20s? I don't think so. It's keeping a 10-cent range on MYNZ though. About a 10-cent range. Let's also look at what I forgot to look at. Okay. NYNZ, let's look at, does it have any kind of crazy shelf registrations or anything? Oh. Okay, no kind of crazy shelf registrations on NYNZ. LGVN, nothing. IMMX, I believe it had one last year, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, never mind. Everything is looking okay. Let's go to the short squeeze. MYNZ. Whoops. No information over there. LGVN. Okay, short percent float, 54.65%. So for every 100 shares, 54 are being shorted, about half. So maybe if that volume picks up, we could see a squeeze on some of these. And then IMMX. Good morning, Lori. Yes, Lori. We're looking for it. I'm going through looking at these stocks. Some of these stocks we've been seeing in the past, like IMMX, I'm kind of interested in. It has it has this uptrend that it's been on for quite a bit of time. But it is a choppy one. So if I get in it, I'm gonna have to hold it. So I'm gonna have to, just bite my tongue and just hold it. So IMMX out here has bounced down in this trend line multiple times. Just this is what gapped up here. This was one full day, gapped up here, one full day, and now again coming up to test this trend line. So on a daily chart, it's also been making higher lows. So I'm just watching it. I'm definitely interested in it. But these top and tails on this these 5-minute and the 15-minute, it's questionable, but I want to see it hold above this level of the I guess it'll be the 630s now. So it just needs to hold this bottom level 630 out of the open. But I do expect to see some drops on MYNZ. Here's the list that I'm looking at. This is the scanner for this morning. MYNZ LGVN, and IMMX, and then I put them up here on the watch list as well. What's up, Lightning Rick? Yeah, I put these up on the watch list as well, but I am watching IMMX hard on this morning. Also, let's go back over the news for MYNZ. That news, I think they got rights to an exclusive biomarkers, mRNA biomarkers that they got exclusive rights to, which is like, oh, okay. But their daily chart doesn't look that hot. It's been flat for multiple times, and then it just all of a sudden bounced up here to $20 level up here. So the question is, do you buy up here high and then it goes red on you and you lose a lot of money? Or do you be patient and wait to see if it's going to start uptrending? I think I'm going to be patient on this one. I don't think I'm going to touch it today. I want to see if it can start uptrending from here instead of just jumping in, because it may be a dangerous stock. It has about a 10-cent range right now, but I don't really know about what it wants to do. None of these MYNZ, LGVN, or IMMX have shelf registrations, so you know they can act normally. LGVN was another one. Let's go back over here. It's at one point it had jumped up here to 45 last year, I believe. Yeah. Was that last year? Yeah, last year. And then it came all the way down here, and now it got a pop today from the 11s, the 11, 12 up to the 15 pre-market high. But now it's kind of just going sideways in here. And we'll see. We will see what that wants to do. IMMX, man, this thing is just coiling. It looks like it's just coiling in here. Oh man, but I'm definitely gonna wait. We got 7 minutes to the open, and just want to see a dip and a hold of the 630s on this one. It just, IMMX just has too much of an uptrend. Okay. MYNZ made a higher low, but I mean, it's barely moving now. Looking like it's going to be struggle season for it. But yeah, I think that's what I need to start doing, man. Instead of just getting to the day of and trading the chart pattern, I need to look at the daily chart and make sure that this thing has a strong uptrend. Because I mean, like with yesterday, Rally was the only one that had that nice strong uptrend. Today, IMMX has that nice strong uptrend. Doesn't mean it won't fail, but it has a pretty good elongated flag pattern here. That's what it looks like. It just looks like a long flag pattern. But we'll see. We shall see. Can that $7 become resistance and then it come and try to retest through that 7 later on today? And also, how red will it go and how quickly will it get down there? Got 4 minutes until the open. LGVN just pretty flat here. Not too interesting. LGVN rallies on pre-market at the start of Alzheimer's study. It's going into a phase 2A clinical trial, so don't know how that's gonna go. Be patient. But I do know IMMX has been a grinder every single day, so I don't want to get chopped out of it. Every single day it's grinded. 4 minutes, 3 minutes left to the bell. MYNZ turning back around. LGVN just holding still there. About 3 minutes. Let's get it. Let's see who holds up over here. What? What's up, One Life? So, One Life, I'm looking at IMMX. It has a nice uptrend. I don't know about the continuation on it, but man, this uptrend is something serious. And I'm very interested, but I want to see it drop out of the open though. That'd be great. It's a chopper though. If I'm gonna enter, I gotta enter low because I gotta hold it. Let me see. What is he talking about? Um, is that a direct? Nope. Where did he put that at? Where did he put that at? Oh well, whatever. Got about 50 seconds left to the open. Waiting to see what holds up, what crashes, what goes which way. Also, I didn't even look at well, the SPY's down anyway. It's down a little bit, not a lot. All right, there's the open. We see the numbers piling in here, things going red. Okay. IMMX popping up there. Will it stay green? Going up right now. Let's see who will stay green in this first 5 minutes. A lot of red. A lot of red. Okay, so now first couple of minutes have gone by. IMX dropping down the list. NTRB was an older one. We want to see something with volume pop up here, going green on the day. IMMX is coming back up. All right, so let's watch IMMX and see if it can hold up. It has a big indecision candle here. So the bottom is a 618. Let's see if it can dive down a little bit and hold this upward trend though. The 640s is the trend line right now. Just giving it time to dip down. Look for entries. Okay. Everything is red across the board right now though. IMMX came down here and hit this bottom of the 671. Looking like it wants to go green. First 5 minutes, trying to get up there. But this is a chopper. IMMX making its way up green. On the 4 hour, it looks okay. And on the daily, it's starting to look better and better. But we'll see. This is a nice little struggle point to see where it wants to challenge, low or high. Pushing on up there. Giving that move up there, but it is a chopper. So let's see if it chops back down. Big wicks already up here. Will it chop down or will it continue to push? All right, breaking out. Getting up there to the top. Will it pull back? Coming back down under the trend. Nice little touch up there. Coming all the way back down, and we're being patient because we know this is a wicker. Okay, let's Rally is the only other thing I see right now that's green on the day. Let's go look at our top movers and see how they're doing. MYNZ looking trash. LGVN needs to go back green on the day. So we'll just watch IMMX for now. It should pull back some more. People should be scared and kind of pull it back some more. It's only the beginning. Getting back up there, trying to reach that 725 level again. Let's see how this candle closes. Will it cross back over the $7? Okay, coming on down. Back under the 7. Big wick on that opening candle, so we'll definitely be watching it. But as long as it starts to hold this trend down here on the daily chart, which is at the 609 right now, should be okay. Going red on the day. Is anything else looking like it wants to play ball? Really, not really looking bad on the daily chart. It's still above that trend line, but it did have that big run up yesterday. Don't know if it can go for seconds. It's one of the only other things that's okay. IMMX coming back green, but slowing down too much. LGVN working its way up green. LGVN, but it's a little bit flatter here. Has a little channel. Yeah, it's a little flat. Okay, so it's not green anymore. IMMX gave back a lot of profits. And TRB. You don't have enough volume for us to play with you. Really popping back up there. I literally just saw this and I was like, can it go for seconds? Yeah, Rally's getting on up there. Still holding up this trend. Top of this is the 967, but it has not broken the 9 yet. All right, let's hop back over here so you guys can see what I'm seeing when I'm saying green and red. These things are popping around, turning red, green, all kinds of colors. Rally is green. And this doesn't mean that they're green on the day. It just means that they're green since the open. But yeah, Rally and IMMX are becoming those obvious stocks. Everything else is going red on the day. So I'll watch Rally and IMMX. Rally getting up there to the 910s. Big moves out of there from the 850 up to the 9. So it's a 50-cent run up on Rally. Trying to get up. The high of the aftermarket was 984. Then this next 4-hour candle was the 924. So it looks like it's facing a little bit of resistance up there at that 924, 925 level. Don't know if it'll be able to break it now, but maybe later on in the day. Hey, yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, man. Yeah, Rally getting on up there, though. Looking quite spicy. But it may need to pull back for a retry of that 925. Getting some pops there. 914. Are we going to get that break? 16. Yeah, volume's kind of falling off there. All right, back over to IMMX. Are you going to finally break down and then test the bottom of this trend line? Really has slowed down so much. The first candle, 5-minute candle, was 1 million shares traded, or 1,500,000, and then this one's 382. So it's really slowed down. But as long as it holds that uptrend, I still like it on a day. Rally broke that 25 by 4 cents, so it broke up to the 29. Will it crash back down below the 20s? Very high buying if it's buying up here. Needs to break down the 20s. There's a 20. They're trying to hold it up. 30s, 32. 10 cents away from the 20. Can it break down? $21, $19. All right, there's the breakdown of the 20. IMMX moving on down as well. Will this 4-hour candle go red? The low of this 4-hour candle is the 672. Definitely got a lot of wicks out there. Back over to Rally, going up to the 950 real quick. Really getting that push all the way back up here to the highs of yesterday, 950. It's a lot of motion up. There's probably going to be some good sell-off as well. Right out of the open, getting up there to the 975s. On the daily chart, the high of the previous candle was 1009. Don't know if it'll make it that far. Okay, so this is the first maybe like 11 minutes of the market. We've seen some big moves up by previous movers, Rally and IMMX, but just giving them time. High of this candle was the $9.99. It was a cent away from hitting the $10. Looking like it wants to get up there. Can it get the 95s up there? Nope. Falling out of the 80s. Will it get the 70s back here? 70s coming back into play. So slowing down a little bit up there. IMMX took quite a dip down there. So getting closer, getting back down to these trend lines here. Want to see it hold the trend line and come back into this range for a test of the trend line at the 720s today. Okay, really coming on back down. MYNZ gave back all of its profits. Big red on the day. LGVN, big red on the day. So yeah, I think we're watching the right stocks. Rally and IMMX. Rally getting a nice topping tail here off the top. Big push down on Rally. See if it breaks down this 925. Looking like it wants to. Slowing down right at that 925 level. Simple Life called out I or LIXT. What is that? 253, and it's heading down. Anybody want to short LIXT? LIXT. What was the news on LIXT? Let's see. LIXT. The news on it, it reported to convert immunologically unresponsive cold tumors to immunologically responsive hot tumors. So they just are looking for a response from a tumor. Okay. Lawrence says NLSP tanked. NLSP tanked. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely is just going flat now. Back to $1. Let's see what Relly's out here doing. Relly's back up. Looks like pull back up a little bit. Giving another dip. Will it go ahead and break down? IMMX, not Jewel. IMMX. Where did IMMX go? So I just really want to see a test down here in this range here above this trend line. So support possibly the 616-ish area, something like that. And then the top resistance area is like the 725 up here. Just stay within this range is all I needed to do today. Rally. Is it pulling back down again? So this is the first attempt to go higher. It failed off of the yesterday's high of the 1009, didn't get up there, and now it's down 50 cents off of that level. NYNZ still going down. LGVN. LGVN is just a little bit too flat for me. It's going to have to start trending up. ISPC. Okay. BYND, Beyond Meat. Why is it up? BYND. Some reason it's popping up here on the scanner. It's a little bit bigger, but Beyond Meat shares trading higher after the company announced the debut of Beyond Fried Chicken with KFC nationwide. So Beyond Fried Chicken with KFC. I don't I don't know what to say about that. Is that a good thing, bad thing? What is that on Beyond Meats? Really going on down. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, that Beyond Meat's fried chicken, yeah, kind of makes your skin bubble. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. LGVN still in this flat range. Waiting to see IMMX come on down here. This is really took a big drop here from the 959 down. Look at this top and tail on the 4-hour. That's huge. That's from the 10 all the way down to the 8s. It took it forever to get up there, and look how fast it's coming down. Look at the daily chart getting pushed down. Look at that. Look how fast it's reverting to a red day, and then a big bounce. Let's see if it'll continue through this level. It's got so much momentum down here. Let's see if it'll push through the 855. Trying to hold up there a little bit, but that one is not looking too great. INDP. It's green on the day. So we're going to wait for IMMX, this red candle. And we've seen this happen multiple days. Like these last 2 days, it had a big green, big red. Big green, big red. But it's working its way up this candle. Working its way up towards this up this trend line. So that's the only reason I'm really interested in it. NYNZ still going down. iSun awarded a contract, a $29.3 million contract for solar canopy design and delivery for EV charging stations on iSun. It is below the 200 moving average, and it looks like it's already pretty red on the day. So iSun not looking too good. Beyond Meats still going down. Apparently somebody doesn't like Beyond Meats with KFC. Okay. Hop back over and look at Relly. Thought it was going to get some continuation down. Did form a higher low though. But can it make all of that back? It got down here so quickly. The 4-hour chart is looking very questionable. Got to push back up a whole $2. IMMX came down and bottomed out here at the 654. Want to see it test this level and make sure it is a nice entry point. Going back green on the day would be a crossover of the 693. But we're going to wait for some alignment today. Really taking another, breaking that previous low there, throwing a wick all the way down there to the 840s, getting more of a push down. Lightning Rick says Beyond may be the China connection with Yum. Possibly. Possibly. But it's definitely a questionable play. It's been going down for a while though, and it's below the 200 moving average, so I really don't know what it wants to do. LGVN pumping down as well. Will it break down to 1330s? It's so close, it probably will. This is the 15-minute chart, by the way. Yes. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this dude. Where is my, I need my passwords out here. Where we at? I hope this doesn't open up in the wrong place. It did. Okay. All right, so let's send this message. So we want to find out wait a minute. Didn't we wait a minute. Email. Before Okay. Back to the market. Where we at? Still looking questionable. IMMX getting that nice topping tail there, or nice bottoming tail. Still want to see some consolidation above this level. Where is the actual bottom here? Still above the trend. $642. But I wanna see a transition of this 15-minute back to green, and the 1 hour chart definitely back to green, because I don't want to be getting in here and getting crushed, because it's still red everywhere else but on the 5 minutes. So this isn't enough confirmation here. All right, MYNZ. LGVN still flat. Jewel still going down. I hope Ben's not still holding Jewel. I told him, bro, this thing is going down. It should have bounced by now. If he's still holding that thing, boy. IMMX looking like it wants to get back up in transition, but I want to see this next 15-minute open. Had a bottom down here, the 640. Looking quite okay as of now, but may be a nice little fake. But it does look good. Getting back up here to that 675. But I'm not willing to enter just yet. Rally. Pause down here for a minute. Have a nice little dip. Bottom down there at the 838. 15 minutes, still red. Let's see, when does that close? It's going to be closing in a couple of minutes up here, so it definitely made some nice moves back up. 50-cent pop back up there. But is it done going down based on the other charts? Will it go back and break this 875 is the question. IMMX popping up there. This 15-minute candle starting to curl. Need some more confirmation. Need a higher low than this 643. 675. So we got two of the charts looking like they want to go up. Can we get 3? Rally still sitting down there, has absolutely lost all volume. Dropped all the way down, not even really moving now. LGVN continued to dump. IMMX starting to lose the hour chart, starting to push it back down. But if it can confirm down here at the 640s, I would be definitely interested. 640, 630 level. Rally back up to the 909. Pause there for just a second above that 875. Pop back up to the 912. And this is what, a 5-minute candle. So looking like it wants to get back up and out of there. I don't know if it has potential to get all the way back up there to the 10, but maybe up here to maybe the 950. But I don't know. 950 is kind of high on the daily chart as well. It's got to get back up here to the 930s as the top of this previous body. IMMX still hitting the pause button. And we see that higher low formed. 643 was the previous low. Rally went up a little. Rally went up a little bit, giving back those profits. But I don't think it's done. Can it test this 875 again and continue higher? Is the question. Starting to get some buyers in there. But I'm going to wait for a higher low on this one. Starting to become an indecision candle on the hour chart. Volume feeding in there. Almost back green on the hour chart. I'm going to be patient on this one though. MYNZ was at the $21 earlier, all the way down to the 15. LGVN gave back everything as well. IMMX waiting for that higher low to form. Really? All right. Let's get back over here. iSun. Beyond Meat still going down. GRTS. Grits. All right, guys. So there was one that was called out earlier that I think I checked out, but I forgot what the name was. Let's see. Was it NLSP was one of them, and then LIXT. Those didn't do anything out of the opens. LIXT gave a little bounce down there. This range is about a 30-cent range on LIXT. All right, really pushing on out there. So it's looking like it's going to be the winner on the day. IMMX continuing to go down. It's going to require more patience. This one did make the higher low and may be ready to go higher. So this is one push and this is the second push right here. So let's see if it can hold up this 875. Yeah, it's probably gonna hold it and get up here to this 960 level. 50s just got touched. It should just jump through the 50s. There it is, jumped up there, right there to the top. Will it continue to push? Will it fall back to the 30s? I see the 45s on the bid. Getting a little heavy here. It tried to get back up though. So I'll wait for that higher low. This is the second try. So this is what it did yesterday. It came up to a level, failed that level, came up to that level again. So let's see. This is the resistance right here. So we'll let it fall off of this and see if it makes a higher low. It did the exact same thing yesterday. TRB. Oh, looks like it's already ready to go. Expecting it to fall a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's ready to go. Can they see anything? I don't see anything above the 50s here. The ask is coming down. They're pushing down. Will the ask get the 50? Yep, 50 on the ask. Can they continue to push it down? 50. Will the 40s come back up here? Yeah. Okay, so we'll wait for that pullback for that third retry of that high at the 950, 960 area. IMMX has lost all of its attention. Nobody really cares about it. Really coming down here, looking like it wants to do a retest, but I don't want this retest. I want a little bit more time down here right under this. Give us a nice pullback above this 875 level. Needs to break down that 925. Pull on back down here. 875 is pretty much ground floor for me. Don't really want to see it crack that down. See the 35s, the 30s on the bid. I don't know how it's holding up there at the 48. Bid is constantly dropping. Jumped up there to the 39s. Can I get into the 40s, 41s? Yeah, it's probably going to go here. Unless it breaks down at 30. They could not hold in the 40s. The 15-minute is pulling back once again. There is a higher low formed here on IMMX. But I still don't see any big buying pressure under here. And plus the 15-minute has gotten pushed down so much. Let's see if it can hold up that 660. May still have a ways to go down. But as long as it stays within this trend, I'm happy. Okay, back into the 40s. Yeah, it's ready to go. It's ready to go. Quick pop up there. Was that enough consolidation, or do people want to see more more dip here? It got up there for a small break. That break was from the 960 up to the 965, and this is exactly what it did yesterday around that I think it was the 750 level. It started playing around this level a whole lot. So got to be careful. I did want to see some more dipping here though. Trying to hold up that 660, barely moving now. A nice little flat top over here at that 960 level. Let's wait for a dip, and if it can go do a higher low, it may give a possible run back up, but waiting for the dip to stay above this 8676. Like it's going to be a grinder. Jumping up there. Will they push it down quick? Nope. A lot of strength on that break. All right. Still waiting on the dip. It hasn't broken out yet. All it needs to do is form a higher or a lower high, or a higher low, I mean. Throwing a wick down there. Surprised it hasn't got 10 million shares traded on it yet. On Rally. It's only up 4% though on the day, so it definitely could dump here. But I'm waiting for that higher low. It's got a lot of room that it can fall. Throwing another wick up there, double topping on the trend. Will it get knocked down here? Man, it's definitely holding up here, so it's a crazy little holder. IMX did break down, so coming down to this trend line again. We'll see if it can hold this trend line today, which is at the 614. Looking for a break of that trend line and then a come back up into these levels, and I'll be looking for a position. Is held this on the daily chart. The 615 is pretty much that point that it does not need to break. It needs to stay above this level. So if it can break this 615 and pull back up, hey, that'll be great. If not, oh well. All right, really popping up there again. This thing does not want to dip. So yeah, at this point, if it goes down, it's probably gonna go down for a while. Taking this much time coming up here. So $10 is the level that it's trying to get to. 9 cents away. Well, 5 cents away. So yeah, looking like it's gonna push that 10 with no kind of dip action into this range. Yep. 91. Can we see the 95 pop here on the bid? 96. Yep. There it goes. Nice, Sicilian. Yeah, that thing formed this little range. I was looking for it to do what it did yesterday. It came up fit well. Wow. Is that real life? Is this real life above the 10? Are the shorts this serious? Big snap back under the 10. Will we finally see a dip here? I don't know, Sicilian. These stocks are just weird, man. The problem is this is a continuation stock, so on the day it doesn't have a lot of catalysts to go up, so people are just getting in for they're basically trading the trend. So you can see big snaps and breaks like that because there's no true like real sentiment. Like they're not curing cancer or anything. So you can see snaps, but that does not mean it's gonna fall through the floor. None of these had shelf registrations, really, IMMX or any of them, I don't think. Or wait, did I check really today? I think I only checked IMMX and LGVN. Let me check oops, wrong thing. Let me check really real quick. I don't think it had any kind of crazy shelves or anything, but it might have. So it could act a little weird. Nah, nothing. Okay. Never mind. But that was definitely a quick snap back into this range. So it did fail that range of the 1009. IMMX coming on down to that trend. It's got all day. I'll sit here and wait on IMMX if it wants to get back up there and test that $7 level. Sicilian said, I messed up. I didn't stick to buying near support. If I did, I would have made $100 instead of being down 7 now. Yeah, sometimes they'll reverse on you, man. But it's all good. I mean, you know, I tried to get away from buying the mid section or the top as well, because I don't know what it is. When I see it going down against me, I'm like, I like to be in a trade at a position where I'm like, okay, this thing has a lot of potential to go back up. But when you get in at a mid level, it can reverse so quick. It can reverse so quick on you. Okay, really coming back down into this range, back to the 950. This top and tail does not look healthy on really on the 15 minute. Not look healthy at all. So let's see if all of these charts start saying they wants to go down. Two of the charts right now are saying it wants to go down, and two are saying, oh, we're okay. So we'll see who's lying and who's telling the truth. We need majority rules. We need at least We need at least three of the charts saying yes. NTRB bouncing up there a little bit, low volume, not interested. IMMX coming on down to the trend line. Want to see a break of this 625 area and then a regain of that 25 area. It's looking good though. Has a little bit of a micro trend on the day, but I don't know which one it'll actually respect. I'd much rather see it closer to a real trend than a micro trend because it can just break a micro trend real easy. Sicilian says I bought near mid on Rally next and then I know down 50 cents. Laughing out loud. It's hard to wait or skip trades that I don't follow or plan. Yeah. I get impatient too, man. My trigger fingers be like and I just go into it knowing like I have very minimal data points, data collection. And I'm like, why? Why did I hit the buy button? But on this one, I know yesterday it did this exact same move. Came up here, failed the level. So I'm waiting for a nice little dip to hold above this 875. But this top and tail on the 15 minute is looking disgusting. And everything else over here on the scans aren't looking too hot either. Everything's red. Then down here on the scan, grits is down. The VIX is down. Dogs isn't doing anything. Taco is moving up a little bit, but Taco is a very slow mover. IMMX just holding around that level, that 660 level. Beyond Meat still going down. So yeah, we've gone through the first about an hour, 6 minutes to an hour of the market, and we've seen a lot of things take souls out here. Really holding up this position right here. It did this yesterday. I don't know. I'm not confident in it. Can it do it 2 days in a row? It had that 750 level up there yesterday where it gave a dip around this level and then moved higher. So I'm just gonna watch it because I don't want to let it get away, but at the same time, it's one of those that it's like, can it do it 2 days in a row? This is the exact same pattern from yesterday. Can it dip down though? It didn't dip down enough for confirmation for more buyers to jump in there. But look at it exploding up there a little bit. Right above that level. Man, this thing is crazy. Will it break down to tens? Keeps coming down there and tapping it and testing. Jumped up there just a little bit. Yeah, 1025. The next break is the 1034. So it's just not staying within one range. It's just pushing. 20s popped off the bid. Can the 20s come back up there? Nope. 1006. Dropped quite a bit. Okay, 1009. 1010s on the bid. Yeah, it's not getting back up there to the 20s. It may need to pull back a little bit more. IMMX coming back up. So it did form a higher low, which I do like. And it's still in this trend. So I may give IMMX a play here, down here. Let's see. So we got the previous low was a 643, 653. So IMMX isn't looking bad anymore. Still red on the day, but definitely just holding around this level, making those higher lows. I think I'm gonna give this one a try though. I'm trying to see where should I get in though. It's getting closer to the I don't know if it'll get back to the trend though. Trend was at the 624. Can this stay above this 665 level? 15-minute looking okay. May give it a play down here for a breakout of these highs today, 730s. Yeah, I may need to see what it wants to do here. But it's looking like it's getting some buying pressure. Up to the 75s. I may give it a play here. It's an indecision count on the hour chart. Wonder can it get going upward? Huh. 675 not sticking on the bid. And the volume is also falling off. So it may not get a real push. I'm gonna give this one some time because these two larger time frames, even though these smaller ones at 15 are looking good, these two larger time frames still are indecisive. So it's still got to make a decision here. 680s. Yeah, it's still got to make a decision. All right, Rally coming back down again. Okay, 680. It's doing a lot of pulling and pushing. But I may give it a try. It's definitely holding up quite well. 730. Green on this one will be the 691. Giving it a little bit more time to get some real sentiment in here down here. Does it want to move lower or does it want to get out of here? Can it break down to 675? 675. Looking for that 675 to break down. If it can make a higher low than these previous bottoms of the 653, I will definitely buy. Actually, it just opened up a new hour chart. Yeah, I was about to say it just opened up a new hour. So definitely looking at this one now. Going green on the day. Fighting that red to green battle. Want to see some higher lows here. Will it get destroyed back to the 70s? Looking good on the 4-hour as well. All I need to do is see a dip on the 5-minute. I'll be buying. Back up here to this area that has failed multiple times. $7. Want to see this pullback here. So we got a resistance level right through here. It's going nice and green on the day. And I am liking it on a pullback. On the 5-minute. Let's see you pull back, big boy. You got 4 minutes to pull back. Because this is a wicker. I'd rather buy low on a wicker than high. $6.97. So it's definitely confirmed this little bottom here at the 650. So at this point, I'll be risking 50 cents on whatever trade I do, because I just say, hey, if it comes back down to the 643, I'm out. But it did stop above this trend line, well above this trend line on the daily chart. Really still up there trying to break 10. This one's getting a nice little pullback. Really also getting a pullback. I just don't like how choppy it's getting above this level. It didn't do this yesterday. It just pulled back and went. But that's what I said. Can it do it 2 days in a row? 5-minute chart looking real nice. Can we get this dip down? 2 minutes left on this candle. Looking for the dip. Wow. Okay. Yeah, getting up there to the trend line there. 720. Let's see what kind of movement it gets off of this. 720 getting touched. Will it rip down a little bit? Looking for the dip. Yeah, it's looking like it wants to go. It's a little bit too excited. Need to see this thing pull back. Already breaking out. Will it give us just a little bit of a pullback above this $7? That's all we need. The 4 hours looking strong though. It may not slow down. Throwing the next wick up there. Okay, there it's coming down a little bit. Nice. Okay, now we just need the pullback down here. A little bit of consolidation. Confirm the 650. So at this point, the range that I'm trading within, support level is down here at the 660. And just want to see it holding this level right under this trend line. It's green on the day, nice and green on the day. For it to go back red on the day, it will need to break down to 685, which is all the way down here at VWAP. Okay, let's see what this dip looks like. So at this point, the risk would be the 661, which would be 40 cents. Really also still pulling back. Crazy thing is, I don't know which one I want to watch. Well, IMMX is more volatile, so it's going to have more eyes on it. Still hasn't done a pullback. Would be risking 40 cents, and then we'll see what the next bottom is here. That higher bottom, because the 4 hour looks great. Just need a pullback. Come on down, big boy. So throwing those wicks again up there to the trend line. Let's see you come down. Come on down, buddy. I'm going to risk the bottom of this 4 hour chart, 640s, as an out, unless it goes red here. Red would be the 687. But as long as it can hold that up, I'll be okay. Matter of fact, if it goes and just kind of consolidates on the 680s, that would be nice. Was not able to break through the pre-market highs though, so that's a little bit of a red flag, a little bit. But it did break the pre-market highs on that first candle, but is struggling there at that 726. So we'll see what it wants to do. Rally broke the 10s, or is breaking the 10s. Looking a little extended up here after this little lunch up. So buying up here would not be buying a dip. This is an extended play now. So this would be a scalp. You have to scalp in here. You would not be able to hold. All right, IMMX forming that higher low. Another little wick. How many times has it tested this level? 1, and then failed it here. 2, failed it there. 3, failed it. So we'll see if it can actually push up. The daily chart does not look bad though. Okay, this thing's playing around this 1005 area. The 15-minute and the hour chart are showing red. The 4-hour and the 5-minute are showing green. But it's kind of taking a pause break around the $10 level. All right, IMMX. How far do you want to dip? Where is your higher low? Okay, so it dipped right here to the $7. Did not want to break down that $7. So it has a little bit of a micro trend that it could try to break out here. Let's see. That is very thin. I don't really like that one. We can do a trend line on the first bar though. First candle. And we'll see how it works its way up there. Should give us a little bit. This thing still isn't pumping through that 1005 yet. So it's really slowing down here and closing down this range. At first it was moving from the 901 all the way, so 50-cent moves. 812, 862. Yeah, each candle was 50 cents, just about. And this would be buying the top up here. Look at the 15-minute, how extended it is. So let's see if the shorts come into play and can push it down. Or will it be crazy like yesterday and continue to break the highs? The high of today was the 1032. And it's struggling around. It's not even into the 1020s. Will this 15-minute bar go red under the 1006? Oh boy. IMMX. Still not playing any games up here. Looked away for a second. It's trying to get up there. I'm going to let it consolidate around here for a little bit. Maybe get a nice little flag. But it may be ready to launch out of here for real. Yeah. As soon as I said it, it was ready to go. Okay. So it got up there. Is that a bull trap? Can we see it come back down and make a higher low now? Do people still want it? Getting shorted down there a little bit. Again, I said at the beginning, this thing is a wiki stock. Can't really buy the tops. You have to buy a bottom. Oh, wow. Really? Still pumping. Really broke out. 1035 was the high. It broke out to the 1040, so a 5 cent breakout. That's not what buyers are going to be looking for. They're going to get a little timid around here if it doesn't push. It needs to push that 1050. Yeah, that thing's up way too high. IMMX gave back all of its profits. We'll see if it can hold again at this 660 level. If it fails, it still has the trend line down there, but it will definitely be red on the day. So it might be a buy that we look for tomorrow instead of today if it goes all the way down here to this trend line, because it may need us some time there. But yeah, that 5 minute did not look healthy on that push down. Really. So really just grinding up. If you enjoy grinders, really is the stock for you today. Because it's definitely making some moves. Moved from the 8, took it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 minutes to get up here $2. So yeah. IMMX. Holding up that 7. Will it crash the 7? Getting smaller and smaller ranges. We can see it's actually trading within the cents. Look at it popping around like that. Trading within the cents there. So, and what I mean by within the cents, it's got like 4, you can see like inside of each individual cent where it's trading it. It's not even moving full cents anymore. Rally going up to 1050, man. No pullbacks on rally. So, and really there was no, I think One Life was the only one that got a little dip in there yesterday, but really I guess the main dip portion would have been right here at the open, but there's no data to confirm that it was going to continue going up. But yeah, it's pushing on up there, about to break the 1050s. IMMX. Come on, show us what you got to the downside. Very slow mover. Both of them are slowing down up here around this top. Very scary position to be in if you bought up here. Index breaking on down. What is EWTX? Very low volume. I don't want to mess with that. Edgewise sees potential top line results in early stage trial. Nah. Early stage trials are not what I'm looking for. All right, really finally coming on down. MMX or IMMX. Can we get a dip? Can we get a visual dip that we can actually see? Almost the first hour and 30 minutes up on the day. This thing is still holding right within this range. But I would love to get a little bit of a dip. Really coming on off those highs. How big will it come down? Will it take as much time as it took to get up there to get down? Looking real dangerous on the 15-minute here. Oh, there's the drop. Let's see how fast it can get down compared to it's going up. Breaking back within the previous day's candle. Will it get back below the 950? Okay. Then over here, this one's looking like it's preparing to make a move up, but it's kind of consolidating here at this little top. We got to see how that 15-minute wants to act. Doesn't want to break down this 712. Looks like more buyers coming in there. I am going to risk down to the 680 if it dips. I want to see this 4 hours stay green. It's not really coming on down, is it? Can it test this 705 level one more time? Or is it ready to go? Looks like a top buy on the 15. If I was to enter here, it looks like a top buy. Buying the top. See if it'll give us some movement down. Just crack that 7 and pop right back up. That's all we need. Throw a wick down there. Give us a nice buy signal. Wick out some people. So now IMMX is becoming the stock. Looks like people are moving away from Rally back over here to IMMX. But I want to see a drop here. It's going to get all those buyers right in here and then drop and give us a nice entry position. No, it's not. It said, forget all that. I'm ready to go now. Yep. Okay, so that's the break of the trend, break out of the trend. Now the question is, will it hold out? Getting up to the 750s, holding the 750s. Looking pretty good. Getting shorted all the way back in there. Will it break down to 725s? This is what usually happens on most mornings. It has a big breakout and it pulls back and then it retests those highs. And now that it's broke the pre-market highs, I feel more confident that it can do it again and go higher. Plus, the volume is coming over here to it as well. But yeah, this is an extended play for scalps. So they're going to give their scalpers a little bit of chance to get theirs. It's going to pull back and then long-term buyers will buy that dip. Let me get rid of some of these lines that make no sense anymore. Really pulled back quite a bit, all the way back to the 950. I don't think it's going to be able to compete with IMMX today. Almost a million shares traded on this candle. So this is a first breakout pullback. I want to see it return to the mean. The 4 hour still 4 hour, everything looks good now, but it's extended. That's the problem. When everything looks good as a buyer, you need to wait for a pullback. Things look too good to be true. Steal your soul. One Life, you traded your stock called, I traded your stock, you called out IMM at 713, selling through the breakout. Nice. Nice, One Life. It looks good though on the daily chart even, but I want to wait for a dip for a little for a to look for a breakout of the 778. That's what I'm looking for. That next level breakout for it to hold up this trend. Cause I just saw it this morning. It had a super nice little uptrend, but I was like, okay, I want more than just this little peak out. This little peak out of whatever 736. I want to hold it and see if it can actually go even higher, maybe even tomorrow. Really still playing around. Only up 5% now. Come on, give us that nice dip. Yeah, a whole lot of chop. That's the only reason that I just see that chop and I'm like, man, we need some continuation that's strong. I don't consider choppy trading strong continuation. It just seems like people are buying, selling, getting right in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. It's like, do you have any confidence in this stock? All right, can we finally see this pullback? Really was down a little bit, trying to just hold right here, but the range has closed down on really. It wasn't moving big really at all. Oh, This previous bottom is the 6.99, so it only moved up 40 cents to make a new bottom. So we'll see if it can hold this bottom or does it want to fall back through. Looks like it wants to continue on, huh? Really? All right. Okay, really giving up the ghost. Looking like it's gonna go ahead and break down. The 936 is where it's we don't want to see it fall. Has a lot of work to do against this 15 minutes, so not looking too great. IMMX finally giving a move down. Finally, my goodness, this thing took forever to move down. All right, 728. So let's see how far it's gonna fall. Will it hold around that $7 level? Roscoe, I took trades. I took some trades, but I mean, I just didn't. The trades that I got into, just I had to cut them. They're not. They didn't give me what I wanted. But I mean, the days that I did watch this, IMMX is just holding this uptrend, and I'm looking to take an entry on it. Um, yeah, 720. Maybe it'll go to 8. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Because I mean, it just needs to pull back. It's just a little bit extended, but look at the daily chart. The daily chart is still holding up these levels, holding up right along this bottom. So 646 is the previous bottom, giving it some time to show us the backside of the move and then a possible continuation. Yeah, man, I had to get out of Jules. Jules, man, I lost $100 on it. It just would not bounce, and it continued to go down. And when it broke that 7, I was like, nah, bro, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. That's 6, and now it's down at the 629. So I'm so glad I did not hold that overnight or even into today, because that thing was a killer. One Life says maybe 750 to 773, then maybe 8 if Pipe Dream. I don't know, man. It looks good on the daily chart. If it can stay green today, if it can hold that 688 up that I called out earlier, at this point, we can actually move the trend line for a retest up there. And I'm looking for it to just hold up this bottom trend. Matter of fact, I'm looking for it to stay green on this 4-hour chart. But it's looking like it's getting a bigger and bigger down wick there. But this is what I like to see. A good little sell-off after a run up, and then some consolidation, and then a retest of those highs of the 769. So I like it. Just need to see some consolidation. Really jumped all the way back. Oh, I thought it was jumped up there. It said I was looking. It's back up towards that 10. I forgot it broke the 10 already. Oh well, still doesn't look that great. Kind of slowed down a whole lot. Volume just left it, and everything's on IMMX right now. giving a nice little pullback. Hour chart. Let's see, what time does the new hour? So this hour chart has 30 minutes until it closes. We'll see how it holds up this 680 in the next hour. If it can hold, I will definitely be interested in taking a trade on it. You did like it, made highest volume of the day on that spike though, but could indicate end of run. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it can hold up that 680. Going down even more. Down to that VWAP. Back into the old trend. Getting a nice little move back down. Like I said, I didn't want to buy the top here up there, even though it looked good on the 5-minute. The 15-minute was saying, nah, bro, we're extended. Do you want to sacrifice your soul? All right, really had this little nice dip in here, but just not really moving up a lot. So now IMMX has given back its volatility on the day. MYNZ still big red on the day. Came down to the 1460. Yeah, I don't really like that one. Yeah, it's always that's why it throws those wicks like that. Those $2 wicks. You buy the top and then you're instantly down $2. All right, really? Are you gonna hold up the 960s here? Are you gonna continue making higher lows? $680s coming into play down here. Can it hold up those $680s? It needs to consolidate on $680s now after a move down this big. Looking like the 4-hour going, trying to go red here. Got down there to the $680s. But yeah, this is looking like the backside of the move. Big backside of the move. May give another chance later on in the day if it can just hold this trend. Let's see, draw. We have a micro trend here as well. 661. We'll see how it acts around there. But as of now, glad I did not buy that top because I would have been suffering. Really going red on this 15-minute candle. Can it break down the 960s or will it hold it up? Every chart is saying no except the 4-hour and the daily chart. So is the 4-hour and the daily chart lying to me? Does it want to go down? The previous, this aftermarket price was the 977 right across here. Right across this level that is coming back and failing. So we'll see if it can break down to 975. IMMX going red on the day to that 690 level. Still above the big trend. But definitely has a lot of room that it can come down here. Almost 80 cents to the $6. So I'm gonna let it do its thing today and still continue looking for trades. But as of right now, the daily chart is transitioning into something that I don't like. It's indecision going to the red side. And rarely is so far off of its trend line here. Let me move this. This is way off. We can see it better now. Popped from here. Got so much room down. $2 it can drop. So I'm gonna wait for a dip on rally. It's been crazy. It's had multiple days of running. I don't know what the percentage is like on this one from the 650 up to the 975 over a 4-day period, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to pull back. IMMX still not looking great. So yeah, things are definitely slowing down, which is a good thing. We can kind of see better estimate where things are going now that all these big wicks have happened without us, all this death. One Life was the only brave one to hit the buy button, man. Bravery, man. But then again, now we got to see which one's going to become the stock after all the dropping. Also, let's check out the SPY as well. We got to look over there at the SPY. SPY getting a nice little drop off. Taking a little friendly vacation. Boy, the SPY just looks so it makes so many straight turns. It's like it's insane. It'll pop up, go flat, come back down. It just has so many straight edges in it. It just doesn't make sense. Oh man. Really holding this little level here, but I don't like the 15-minute. And the volume is dead. Not even 100,000 shares traded on it. IMMX, if it could just hold green on the day, that'll be dope. But I doubt it can do it. I might go for a lunch break and then come back. I may actually stream again today. If I go for lunch, I'll come back, yeah, maybe around like 1:30ish. I'll come back and look at the market and see if anybody wants to make any moves. But as of now, seeing a whole lot of death. What did Beyond Meats end up doing? Beyond Meat still diving. CNTB. What is CNTB? Oh, that was, yeah, I'm not worried about that one. IMMX. MYNZ. If it wasn't so red, I would like it. But I'm gonna give it a couple of days to do the same thing that IMMX did, kind of get that trend line, I guess you can say configured or digitized on this on the charts. I want to see the trend line on the daily, an uptrend. Yeah. Well, I'm Central Time, so like on my Street Smart Edge right now, it is 11:13 over here on Street Smart Edge. But for me, my real time is 10:13. So I'm Central Time, so I'm an hour behind Eastern Time. Really, really, really. Holding up these levels again, man. Seeing higher lows on IMMX as well. Okay. Continues to try to go red on the day. 950 breakdown on Relly. Yeah, I think it's pretty much done. Needs to break down to 930s for confirmation of weakness. It's 20 cents away from that. Yeah, GD. 2:30, yeah, 2:30 Eastern will be it. Yeah. Jules still going down. Boy, if I would have held that, I would have been down like 300 bucks right now. Oh my goodness. There's no way I was gonna hold that. I wonder is Ben still holding his. He forgot he was holding his. He had Jewel and he was just holding it. I was like, bruh, this thing is going down. Even though it has no reason to go down, it's going down. NYNZ popped up there a little bit. Okay. Yeah, but I'll be watching IMMX throughout the rest of the day. And really, I don't know if it's gonna continue up, but I'll keep my eyes on it. Looks like IMMX just transitioned to red again. Yep. Breaking down that 690. Not looking good at all. 680 was where I wanted to see it kind of hold up, but it's got a lot of consolidation it needs to do here. But today is hump day. So we will see Rally popping back up there just a little bit. And then popping down. It's so choppy. Oh my goodness. Let me bring that over here. So choppy. So it popped down in here. Held this little level of the 944. Got a little downtrend going. Will it break? Break that 940 level. It's just too slow right now. Forgot to draw the intraday trend. Whoops. Get rid of that. Okay. So we got several trends that I want to see fail if they're gonna fail. The big one needs to hold up, but we got the intraday trend. This first bottom down here at the 640 needs to fail that one first, and then come and check the rest of the trends if it's gonna continue to fail. Definitely not putting a lot of work into getting back up. Yeah, so got about 10 minutes left on this morning stream. I'm gonna give me something to eat. I haven't seen anything that's really MYNZ continues to pop off that bottom. It ran all the way down here to the 14, retraced to the 17, but I mean the 4-hour looks horrible. Still fighting a big downtrend. For it to go green on the day, we'll need to get all the way back up to the 18s, and I don't even know if that's possible for it. LGVN in a similar situation. Just so much work to do going back up. Okay, getting a little tight right here. Can it move back up? Where is the trend here? Nope, too thin. Okay. So it's literally right where it failed the other 2 times. So it failed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be its 6th time failing this level of the 950. But it looks like it's holding above it. The hour chart is still mighty red. Doing a little slow consolidation. IMMX is coming into that first micro trend on the daily. So this is the trend that I draw from the first bottom up to the, up through the day. This is the weakest trend line. So this is one that I'm like, I'm really like, is this a good place to buy? Because this is the weakest one. Then I draw the trend line from the most recent bottom above the the overall trend line up to where it is today. And then I draw the one from the first dip, the first day where it was on the biggest one. So the first one is the weakest micro trend, then the next one is super weak, and then the next one is the overall. So if it breaks all 3 of those today, it's over, dude. We're not going to be looking at it too much longer. But if that smallest micro trend becomes a point where it's just bouncing off of it, then if it's showing respect there, cool. But it needs to hold above this 680 level. Really pushing back up there on low volume, trying to go again. So this was one. Now yesterday it did this move, but it failed on this second one and then went on the third one and kind of went throughout the day. But this time it went through this first one all the way up here and then had a big failure. So are we going to see a nice little grinding down throughout the day? Seven minutes left on the stream. I'm gonna go and rest my eyes and my brain for this afternoon trading session. Oh my goodness. This thing was grinding up. Was this wait, this can't be right. This thing was just grinding up to 17 and it's already back past the 14. See, this is why we leave those stocks alone that are red on the day with no kind of trend. This thing had no trend set up. Look at it giving out all the way back down to the 1477. That ain't coming back up today. Nope. LGVN still failing. Jewel is going to end up breaking $6. I would have been down 300 and maybe 50 bucks if I was still holding it. Nice little small car note. IMMX broke down the weakest trend, so we can get rid of that. Everything's starting to get a nice little dip. Let me see if the SPY is also doing some things like this, or is it reversing and going higher? Yeah, the SPY is starting to reverse and go higher, so that means those stocks that follow the SPY will be doing the same, like Tesla and Amazon and all those. They'll be getting more attention now that it's reversing and trying to go green. But yeah, the penny stock world is, boy, it's taking a nice little nap. Glad we did not touch MYNZ. It was the biggest mover on the day at first, up at $21, down to 14 bucks now. Okay, so breaking down, it's got one more trend, and then later on this afternoon, if it can hold above this 619 level, maybe it'll be something. But I'm looking at the daily chart as well. It's got to hold up that 609. And if it opens up tomorrow lower, then it's over with. I don't even want it. But I will come back in the afternoon and analyze it and see what it's trying to do. If it wants to get out of there. That was just a small little breakout today. Did not have the strength to get going. On the hour chart, it looks nasty now. Looks real bad. But that's the overall trend that I'm looking at. 610 is basically the bottom. If it starts breaking down at 610, going to the 6, I say it's a no-go for now. Okay, really. So this is twice it came down here and bounced on this level. Not getting that breakdown. It's still green on the day, but I just don't trust it. It's lost all of its volatility and the volume has absolutely ran away from it. I guarantee you they're trading Tesla or Amazon or something like that. Tesla. See, 10 million shares traded on Tesla today. Took a absolute huge monster rip from the the $1,131 up to the 1,170 by Amazon. Amazon, like I said, these things are following they're following the SPY. So when the SPY reversed, Amazon and all of them get that pop that follow it. That move was from the 3,291 up to the let's see, 29 up to the 34. So about a $10 move. And what's another one that follows it? Tesla, Amazon, oh my gosh, Invex. I don't know if Invex actually follows the SPY though. It'll follow the DIA because it's a medical stock. Yeah, but anyway, it's breaking down there on Rally. 1 minute left, so no trades for me today. I'll be watching IMMX to see if it can hold this overall trend up. If not, that's the one I was watching. It's got the best upward movement on the day, but going red on the day and giving back a lot of profits, almost $2 in profit there. I'll be back in the afternoon at 1:30 Central. I'll be going live and we'll go until the close of the market. 1:30 to it closes at 3 o'clock Central Time for me. But yeah, I'll be back. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Appreciate all the support with Framework Fortune. Hey, we can't do it without you. But yeah, that is it for today. You guys have a safe day. If you're going to take trades during lunchtime, remember that lunchtime, the volume kind of fades off even more. But during power hour, you may see more people come back in. But yep, that's it for me today. You guys have a great rest of your day. Get you some lunch. Go and eat something nice. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.